Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Elvis Pappachen. I'm a Senior Solutions Architect here at AWS. Thank you for joining me today. Today's session, we're going to actually look at VMware Cloud on AWS, and actually VMware Horizon, how they all work together in a federated architecture for VMware Horizon. One of the first things that we do is actually look at the customer's current deployment. What are they actually running? How many desktops are they running? And what kind of architecture do they currently have deployed? The reason we do this is to make sure that the customer's deployment within AWS is as seamless to the end users and the administrators as possible. Once we know that piece, we're actually making sure that the customer actually has an AWS account set up, as well as the customer virtual private cloud environment. When they deploy the customer VPC, you'll notice that there's a VGW, or a virtual gateway, and an IGW, or an internet gateway, gets deployed for the customer VPC, depending on how it's actually provisioned. There's also the ability to create multiple availability zones. This is actually a recommended best practice, where you have multiple availability zones that are deployed for your customer VPC. The reason is to spread your resources across multiple availability zones in case of one availability zone failure. Once you do this, you'll actually provision multiple subnets. We have a private subnet in this configuration, public, and then your secondary availability zone, you'll notice that you actually have the same type of configuration with a private subnet and a public subnet as well. Once you do this, we'll make sure that the customer is actually able to connect back into the AWS account, and most specifically, customer VPC. In this scenario, we actually provisioned a direct connect. This is also labeled as a DX in this architecture. And again, we encourage you to look at some of our other content, such as documentation, reference architectures, and even some of our additional videos on direct connect. Once your private link is set up, we actually deploy the VMware Horizon components, the management components or pieces within your availability zone as an EC2 instance. So your connection servers will be deployed on Windows servers, your cloud connector would be deployed in EC2, and in some cases our customers deploy their Active Directory domain controllers in EC2 as well. The other thing that you'll notice is that in the public subnet, we actually deployed or imported the Unified Access Gateway, or UAG appliance, directly into the public subnet. And if you look even closer, you'll notice that the deployment within this availability zone is actually replicated to our availability zone 2. The only difference is the cloud connector doesn't need to be deployed again in the secondary availability zone. Once this is deployed, we'll actually deploy VMware Cloud on AWS. Now, what you notice here is that there's actually 2 VMware Cloud on AWS deployments. We won't go into details on both of these and how they're set up or configured. We encourage you to look at our other videos and reference architectures, as well as our blogs on VMware Cloud on AWS. As you can see, there's actually a connection that goes from an Elastic Network Interface, or ENI, directly into the NSX T0, or the main router for VMware Cloud on AWS, within that availability zone. The same type of setup is actually replicated to the secondary VMware Cloud on AWS deployment here. It has the same connection from the ENI to the NSX T0. Once this is all set up, you have all the NSX rules opened up that you need between your NSX T0 and your ENI. That'll allow the traffic from connection servers into the VMware Cloud on AWS. But there's also one area additional that you have to open up additional rules. That's the security group within your private subnet that's attached to each ENI. Once you have all those set up, the traffic will then be able to flow into VMware Cloud on AWS. Once you have this done, you'll configure your connection servers. You'll set up your licenses, security groups, and even your vCenter, which is actually over the ENI over a private IP into your VMware Cloud environment. Once you do this, you're able to then connect to your secondary connection server using a load balancer like our application load balancer, or individually as well. From the connection server, you can then deploy your desktop pools, as you can see here. And then on the same setup, you'll do a very similar configuration on the secondary availability zone, where in the connection server, which you set up, you can deploy a desktop pool into the additional vCenter in the availability zone too. You may ask, why do we need such a expansive architecture? The main reason is this. A typical VMware Horizon deployment only allows about 2,000 desktops, depending on your size and your desktop user size. What this architecture, a federated architecture, what this allows you to do is a few things. This actually allows you to span multiple availability zones for redundancy and HA capabilities. It also allows you to take advantage of some of the AWS native services, such as application load balancer, as well as CloudTrail, CloudWatch, Amazon relational database service for event databases from your connection servers, as well as Route 53 for your DNS services. The other thing that you can actually do is actually deploy 10,000 desktops across this type of architecture. So this one pod can connect up to 5 SDDCs to give you 10,000 desktop connections. That's a significant increase of desktops than your typical VMware Horizon deployment. Once you have your private settings all set up, you're able to then allow customers or your end users to connect over the internet through an external application load balancer that goes directly into your UAG appliances. And then you're able to use Route 53 to provision the DNS entry for your end users to connect into. This concludes our session. We hope you enjoyed it. Look for our other sessions on VMware Cloud on AWS. Thank you.